In this, one important section in this chapter is, guys, section 139 subsection 1, which talks about who should file the returns and when. First, we will understand who. Let us find the answer for the question who. Then we will go and find the question. We will find the solution for the question when. Once we understand who is supposed to file the return, then when we will understand later. Yes, sir. Chalo. Compulsory filing of return as per section 139 subsection 1. Guys, this section has been referred in many places, especially with respect to the due date. Due date given under section 139 subsection 1, which I had already mentioned while covering PGBP. Let us learn again. Now, who all should file the returns mandatorily? Companies and firms should always file the returns, guys. Whether they have income or loss or doesn't matter. They have to file the returns. Then, persons other than a company or a firm, if total income during the previous year exceeds basic exemption limit, that is whether 2 lakh 50 or 3 lakh or 5 lakh, whatever is applicable for them, they should file the return. Guys, please be careful. If my total income exceeds basic exemption limit, even though I am eligible for a rebate, assume my total income is 4 lakh, 5 lakh, or even under default regime 6 lakh, 6 lakh 50, I am eligible for rebate. Should I file the return? Yes, I should file the returns mandatorily. Next, ordinary resident. If such person at any time during the previous year, at any time, guys, hold as a beneficial owner or otherwise any asset, including financial asset located or financial interest located outside India, or as a signing authority in any account located outside India, or is a beneficiary of any asset including any financial interest located outside India. So beneficial owner as well as beneficiary, both are covered? Yes. Guys, assume I own some assets outside India, or I have invested in the shares of some foreign company. Am I covered here? Yes. Sir, I held it for only 1 month, sir, 2 months. I purchased the share, sold it in next month. Am I covered here? Yes. At any time during the previous year, they are told. Now you cannot take a protection telling, sir, by 31st March I have sold it, sir, in assessment year I am not holding it, sir. It doesn't matter. At any time during the previous year, observe the word, at any time. Yes, sir. And what is the beneficiary, sir? Maybe I am not the direct owner. I am the nominee for someone else's asset or for someone else's insurance policy. I might be a nominee. In that case, what am I? Beneficiary. Should I file the returns mandatorily? Yes, irrespective of my income. Next. There they have made some provisions. Every person being an individual HUF or EOP or BOI or AJP. Guys, fourth point you check only if you are not covered in the first 3 points. If you are already covered in 1, 2 or even 3, leave it there only. You file the return, that's all. Only if you are not covered in the first 3, go and check fourth. Or if not fourth, check fifth, like that. Okay. Slab rate SSC in simple, whose total income or the total income of any other person in respect of which E is assessable under this act without giving effect to the provisions of chapter 6A, full chapter 6A deduction from ATC to ATU, or section 54B ECF, that is the capital gains exemptions, exceeds the basic essential limit. Means, guys, simple. Assume you have already claimed chapter 6A deduction. I am just giving an example. So your gross total income was 5 lakh. Now you have claimed chapter 6A deduction. Chapter 6A deduction, assume 4 lakh. What is your total income? 1 lakh. Is it more than basic essential limit? No. So that means you would have not covered here. Now what they are asking in the fourth point is, for 1 lakh, you add back the chapter 6A deductions. How much you will get? 5 lakh. Is it more than basic essential limit? Yes. You should file the returns. You should file the returns. Means, should I pay tax on 5 lakh? No. You need not pay tax as your total income is 1 lakh. Just to check whether you should file the returns or not, you just add back either chapter 6A deduction if you have claimed, or 54 series exemption. Not all 54 series, only 54, 54B, EC and F. Clear? Yes, sir. D and all is not covered. Please be careful. Okay, sir. Let us move forward. Now, sir, I am not covered in any of the first 4 points. Then what, sir? Check fifth one. Check fifth one. Just some. Any person other than the company or firm. Why? Because company or firm mandatory always, irrespective of their income, is required to file the return of income during the previous year if such person has deposited an amount more than 1 crore in one or more current account maintained with banking company or cooperative bank. More than 1 crore into current account. Current account, Whatever amount you are not having, whatever amount you might be having is not directly your income. But still, here they are not caring about your income. If you have deposited more than 1 crore into your current account, then you should file the returns mandatorily. Sir, I have two current accounts, sir. I have deposited 60 lakh, 60 lakh. Have I crossed the limit? Yes, aggregate more than 1 crore. More than 1 crore, guys. Yes, sir. Next, has incurred a foreign travel expenditure of more than 2 lakh for himself and his family members. Okay, if you have money to spend 2 lakh for travel, foreign travel means something is there in you. Something is there in you, but you are not disclosing it. Let us try to find out. Next, has incurred the electricity expenditure, that is electricity bill, more than 1 lakh. Sir, 1 lakh is per annum or per month? Per annum. But you will pay bill per month. Take the aggregate. In a year, how much you have paid, you check. In a year, how much you have paid, you check, guys. Okay. Then in addition to, is this the end list? No. In addition to this, they have also added a rule. They have also added the rule. Now you will check rule only if a person is not covered in any of these 5 points, guys. Then we will check the rule. Sir, if I am already covered in any of these 5 points, is there a need for me to check rule? No. Why? You are already mandatorily supposed to file the returns. Okay, so rule 12AB has been inserted to prescribe the following other condition for furnishing return under section 139 subsection 1. A person carrying on the business, if total sales turnover or gross receipts is more than 60 lakh from that business during the relevant previous year, which is our relevant previous year, guys, 24, 25. Next, a person carrying on the profession, if the gross receipts from profession is more than 10 lakh during the previous year. Okay, sir. Please be careful. They are not telling income, sales or gross receipts. Okay. Then, a resident individual aged 60 years or more at any time during the relevant previous year, and the aggregate TDS as well as TCS collected or deducted on their income is more than or equal to 50,000. Then, any other person, the aggregate TDS and TCS is more than or equal to 25,000. Are they supposed to file the returns mandatorily? Yes. Here, any other person means who? Other than resident individual. Or resident individual aged less than 60. Aged less than 60. They will fall in this category. They have made 50 divided by 2. 50 divided by 2. Half of it, which is 25,000, guys. Then, a person having savings bank account and the deposit in one or more savings bank account of a person is more than or equal to 50 lakh during the previous year. Guys, please be careful. What was covered here was current account. What I am talking now is about savings bank account. Two different things. There it is 1 crore and here it is 50 lakh. Now assume, sir, I have 3 savings account. I have deposited in each of this account during the previous year 20, 20, 20 lakh. Total deposit is 60 lakh. Have I crossed 50? Yes, in aggregate. Should I file the returns mandatorily? Yes. Now, we understood who should file the returns mandatorily. Now, assume, guys, one more thing. Sir, I have not covered any of this. You guys are not covered in any of the points. Can I still file my returns? Yes, you can file voluntarily. But if you are covered above, either under section 139 subsection 1 or in the rule, it is mandatory for you. It is mandatory for you. Okay, sir. When should I file my returns? Tell me, sir. If I am engaged in international transaction, I am supposed to file transfer pricing report as per section 92E. 92E. Then the due date to file income tax returns for me is 30th November. Or if I am a company, any company, irrespective of the income, then a person other than a company whose books of accounts is subject to tax audit under section 44AB, or a working partner whose books of accounts is subject to audit as per 44AB, for them the due date is 31st October. One connection is there for section 44AB, guys. Whenever they are subject to tax audit, they should file their tax audit report also 1 month prior to the due date. What is the due date to file returns? 31st October. 1 month prior to that is on or before 30th September. Where is this provision given? Under section 44AB itself. Whom should you appoint to do the audit? Chartered accountant. And there they have mentioned that specified date. The copy of audit report has to be filed within a specified date. Specified date means 1 month prior to the due date of filing returns. When audit is applicable, what is the due date to file returns? 31st October. And for company, guys, whether audit is applicable or not, always due date is 31st October. Okay. And I had also told when I was doing PGBP, if at all, if you have to refer to the due date and if question is silent, please refer to as 31st October. 31st October, that is for PGBP head purpose. Then in any other case, guys, 31st July.